We've all heard the buzz. Eat this to prevent disease. Eat that to melt fat. You see them everywhere. On health blogs, in every smoothie recipe, and lining the priciest shelves at the grocery store. Goji berries, kale, chia seeds, blueberries, the so-called superfoods. But what if I told you that the very idea of a superfood is basically a marketing myth designed to get you to spend more money? What if the real secret to a healthy diet isn't some exotic, overhyped berry from across the globe, but something much simpler and more affordable than we've been led to believe? Today, we're cutting through the noise and exposing the truth behind the superfood hype. We'll break down the myths, look at what the science really says, and show you what a truly healthy diet looks like. This ice and tea another fad. This is about giving you the real story so you can stop chasing miracle foods and start building sustainable health. So what exactly is a superfood? You might be surprised to learn that there's no official, scientific, or regulated definition for the term. It isn't a classification used by dietitians or nutrition scientists. Instead, superfood is a marketing buzzword, a shiny label created to make a product seem exceptionally healthy and therefore worth a premium price. And it worked. Between 2011 and 2015, the number of new food products launched with superfood, superfruit, or supergrain on the label more than doubled. This whole concept didn't start in a lab. It started in a corporate marketing department over a century ago. In the early 20th century, the United Fruit Company, now Chiquita, had a problem. They needed to sell more bananas. So they launched a massive advertising campaign, publishing pamphlets and paying doctors to promote the banana as an essential food for a healthy diet, cheap, nutritious, and easy to digest. They even suggested it could help treat serious conditions like celiac disease and diabetes. And just like that, the first superfood wasn't born from evidence, but from a brilliant strategy to sell more fruit. This laid the groundwork for a billion-dollar industry. Marketers learned the formula. Take a food, maybe an exotic one, highlight some early scientific study, and wrap a catchy campaign around it. It's a tempting promise, especially when we feel overwhelmed by health advice and worried about our well-being. A single, powerful food that can solve our problems? It's an easy sell. The European Union saw through this, and since 2007, it has prohibited marketing a product as a superfood unless that claim is backed by credible, specific scientific research. But in much of the world, the hype machine keeps on churning, leaving us confused and often paying way too much for benefits we could get elsewhere for cheap. Let's break down a few of the most popular foods on the super list. And to be clear, these foods aren't unhealthy. Many are quite nutritious. The problem isn't the food itself. It's the overblown hype and the idea that they're miracle workers, which just isn't supported by solid science. First up, blueberries. They're famous for being antioxidant powerhouses, a reputation partly built on something called an AORAC score, a lab test measuring antioxidant capacity. The story was that these antioxidants would battle free radicals in your body, stopping cancer and protecting your brain. But here's the catch. The USDA removed its ORAC database in 2012, stating that the test tube values were being misused by marketers and that the lab results couldn't be directly translated to effects in the human body. While compounds in blueberries have shown promise in lab settings, there's little solid evidence that eating blueberries by themselves can prevent cancer in people. The reality check? Blueberries are a great, healthy fruit. But are they magically better than others? Probably not. There's no strong evidence that they are significantly superior to other common fruits, like strawberries. In fact, many common herbs and spices are also packed with antioxidants. So enjoy your blueberries, but don't feel like you have to prioritize them over other, often cheaper, local fruits. Next, let's talk about kale. For a while there, kale was the undisputed king of greens. It's loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, and it contains compounds called glucosinolates, which have shown some anti-cancer activity in lab studies. But here is the context the package doesn't give you. Those beneficial compounds aren't unique to kale. They're found in the entire family of cruciferous vegetables, including broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and good old-fashioned cabbage. The reality check? Kale is a fantastic leafy green. But so are spinach, Swiss chard, and collard greens, each offering its own unique mix of nutrients. If you hate kale, there's no reason to force it down. The real goal should be to eat a variety of dark, leafy greens, not to obsess over a single one. Finally, what about super grains and seeds like quinoa and chia? They're often sold as the secret to weight loss, with claims that they'll melt fat and keep you full for hours. The truth is, these foods can certainly help with managing weight, but not because of any magical property. They are simply high in fiber and protein, two nutrients that are well known to help you feel fuller for longer. The reality check? You don't need to spend a fortune on quinoa and chia to get these benefits. Much more common and affordable foods like oats, lentils, beans, and barley are also fantastic sources of fiber and plant-based protein. No single food, super or not, will make you lose weight on its own. Lasting weight management comes from your overall diet, exercise, and lifestyle, not from sprinkling expensive seeds on everything. So if one superfood isn't the answer, what is? The overwhelming scientific consensus doesn't point to single foods, but to dietary patterns. Think of your health like a marathon, not a sprint. It's what you eat consistently over time that really moves the needle. A truly healthy diet isn't about chasing the latest trend. It's about building a foundation of variety and balance. Health organizations and nutrition scientists worldwide recommend a diet rich in a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. You've probably heard the phrase, eat the rainbow, and it's fantastic advice. Different colored plants contain different vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds. Tomatoes have lycopene, carrots have beta-carotene, leafy greens have folate. Each plays a different role in supporting your body. By eating a wide variety, you're building a team of nutrients that work together, something no single food can ever do on its own. So what does a truly healthy diet look like in practice? It's simpler than you think. First, build your plate around whole foods. This is the cornerstone. Base your meals on foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. That means lots of vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and whole grains like oats and brown rice. These foods are naturally packed with nutrients. Second, eat the rainbow. Aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and try to get as many different colors on your plate as you can. This is the easiest way to get a wide range of vitamins, minerals, and those famous antioxidants naturally. Third, choose healthy fats. Unsaturated fats found in things like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fish are crucial for your heart and brain. Diets that are proven to be incredibly beneficial, like the Mediterranean diet, are built around these kinds of fats. Fourth, spice up your life, literally. One of the most overlooked secrets to a nutrient-dense diet is the spice rack. Turmeric, cinnamon, rosemary, and garlic are bursting with anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants, sometimes in even higher concentrations than many fruits. They're a cheap and delicious way to boost almost any meal. And fifth, limit the processed stuff. The flip side of eating more whole foods is eating fewer highly processed ones. Packaged snacks, sugary drinks, and processed meats are often high in calories but low in the nutrients your body actually needs. This isn't about being perfect. It's about finding a balanced pattern of eating that you can actually enjoy and stick with. It's a diet that focuses on abundance and variety, not restriction and chasing expensive, exotic ingredients. So let's bust this myth for good. Superfood is a marketing tool, not a scientific reality. While many of the foods given this title are healthy, they aren't miracle cures, and their powers are often wildly exaggerated. You don't need to empty your wallet on goji berries or spirulina to be healthy. The real secret to good health is much simpler and way more empowering. A balanced, varied diet filled with a rainbow of plants is more powerful than any single food could ever be. Focusing on affordable, accessible foods like beans, lentils, seasonal vegetables, and whole grains will do far more for your health in the long run. You are not one magic ingredient away from perfect health. You already have the power to build a truly super diet with the foods that are available and affordable to you right now. If you're tired of the hype and want more no-nonsense, evidence-based nutrition advice, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the most ridiculous superfood claim you've ever heard. Let's expose the marketing madness together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.